Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Imperator Rome as we continue our run with Lingonia here. And currently at peace, so no war at the moment. Although we did just recently get out of a war, hence the war exhaustion still being a bit high. The last war didn't go quite the way I had hoped. We tried to get what was I trying to say? The tributary? Not tributary. What are they called? 1 second. Yeah, tributary. Yeah, we were going to try to turn Truskia into a tributary of us, and I just misread it again. The peace offering, and it actually went to Menapia. So a bit unfortunate there, but what you gonna do? Coletia's way over there. Morini is there. Navarre. That's a lot of people in this defensive league with Remia. So I'd like to find someone else to pick on soonish. I mean, we're trying to build our manpower back up and things of that nature, but I'd like to find someone else to pick on. The problem is I do feel like we're a bit behind on research. So I feel like we need to get our research up a bit as well, which is easier said than done. Like, I really genuinely don't know how to get it any better. And I also don't know how our research could be that far behind these other guys. Because I was looking at some of the research options, and they just don't look like anything that would like make enough difference to give them the edge that I felt like they had. So a little confused by some of that, but we'll see what we can do. We're not super far off from getting some research done, but we'll see if we can get some of that rolling here soon-ish while we let some of this war exhaustion and other things continue to bleed off. Max political influence. Okay. So we definitely want to do something with our political influence at this point. I guess we can get our, what am I trying to say? Our war exhaustion to bleed off quicker. I mean, war exhaustion is not good. It does lower your happiness, so getting it to bleed off quicker, probably a good idea. And then in order to get we can get some stability change coming in. Some increase in stability. Why not? Let's get some of that going, just to bleed off some of this political influence that we're not using right this second. We may see if we can do something else with it here shortly. I'm running all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else we can do with our political influence right this second. And we can change some stuff around in our nations and things, or our provinces, I should say, but nothing I want to change right this second. Although there's some buttons we can push. That's true. That is true. I hadn't thought about that. Because we didn't have a lot of stuff last time I was looking at this. So it would be good to push some of these buttons, especially in some of the places that are having some loyalty issues. Like you. If we were to fortify your province, we would get a little bit of provincial loyalty. Not a lot, but enough to some of the other things might make a difference. All right, since we're a bit high, let's push some of these buttons on some of these that are struggling with loyalty. Now, everything else, most everything's loyalty is looking pretty good, actually. So you're a little bit low. Oh, that's not a very big province, so I don't think I care as much about that one. Capital province, getting another import route might not be a bad idea. All right, let's click some of these buttons. We got the influence. Let's click a few buttons and see if that makes, can help us make a huge difference in some things. How's our economy looking right now? We're good. Okay. Could raise taxes, but I'm okay with the happiness for the moment, and also not hurting our research points. Feels like a pretty good idea. Although I guess I could raise it up to the middle line and be somewhat split the difference. All right, our manpower is about halfway there. We still have the war exhaustion. I'm probably not going to go to war until I can find some way to increase our technology, at least one level, just to see if there's some other hidden benefit of that I just don't know about. So probably just assimilate some population for a bit. See if that can help get some more cultures onto our side. Disagreement. Probably going to side with the guy with the lower loyalty. And that'll be fine. All right. Improvements are about to be done. All right, we got some barbarians somewhere. Okay, every little bit helps. And we got the trade route. Cool. All right. Unused trade route in our capital. Apparently we can keep adding trade route. I didn't realize that, actually. It's kind of cool. What would we like to bring in? We can bring horses in. First one gives us more population output. That's actually not bad considering we don't have any horses at the moment. I'm kind of leaning towards that. Step horses. I mean, either one of those would be fine, but of course we can't get the step horses, it looks like. Wow, 3% population output from war elephants been spinning in here. That's interesting. And apparently there is somebody who has that available. Doubling up on some stuff. We can't get wood. And we can't get, can we get the vegetables? We can get vegetables, which give us more, or reduce the slave move cost, which I don't know that I care about. And then we can get furs in here, which would lower the experience decay. I'm kind of thinking about getting one of these like elephants or something like that. Just get some more output from people. Or something else new that we haven't touched yet. It's more noble happiness, but we don't really have a lot of nobles. Really, we mostly are tribesmen. So getting more tribesmen happiness could be useful. Some stone in here would lower build costs. So that wouldn't be too bad. Woad coming in here would give us more tribesmen happiness. And we have, like I said, a lot of tribesmen in our provinces. That might be one of the better ones as well. Although our capital's fairly happy. This is only local. So it's not going to help us on national level at the moment. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a pair of elephants coming in. Because we do have a few elements of heavy cap, a couple of them. So getting a pair of elephants coming in at some point could be useful. And the first one would at least give us a little bit more population output. Not a lot compared to the elephants, but it would be a start. I could cancel one of these other routes. Like, honestly, the furs. Cancel the furs. You just got a pair of horses coming in. Wherever. Just give us more output, but also give us more heavy cavalry discipline. I don't know. Maybe that'll help a little bit. We'll see. Semnonia. Hey, good old Semnonia. Hello, Semnonia. Increase their opinion. You know what? A little bit of gold, increase opinion with somebody. It actually wouldn't be a bad ally at some point because they are touching us now. Just a little. Oh, they're really big even. They've actually gone up in there. That would not be the worst idea in the world to get them to become an ally at some point. There we go. Alliance. We probably have too many, right? Yeah, we got too many at the moment. So it is what it is. Barbarians. Where's the barbarians? Barbarians over there. They're not touching us yet. Oh, is that us? Oh, no, that is us. For some reason, that didn't look like us. No, they are touching us, but they're leaving us right now. So we might just ignore them for the moment. And I'm assuming this will flip back to us. Or do we actually have to go flip that back ourselves? Looks like we might have to go flip that back ourselves. All right, let's go raise our military. Let's bring that army maintenance back up. Just the levies over here. Just forget where this one's at. Slovakia. I wish these would go away, to be honest. Like, I don't even want these. This is the dude with the whatever outfit. That guy. So we would want these other ones. Just swoop in and everybody over there. Those barbarians come back. Hopefully we can beat up on them. Offer of alliance from Asuvia. Do we want an alliance from Asuvia? Where is Asuvia? Way over there. Oh, that's a bit far away. I mean, they're a big nation. So it could help us if we decide to go to war with Rauratia. But kind of out of the way from us and not really. I don't know. Do we have more alliances available? I assumed we only had 2. We do only have 2 diplomatic relations. So we'd have to get rid of one of these other ones. I don't know that I want... I mean, Menapia probably need to keep... I wouldn't mind getting rid of Remia if it wasn't for the fact that they're in a defensive league. Although with Menapia and Asuvia, we might be able to take on Remia at some point. Again, I wish we could see what their tech levels and stuff were. Like, if that apparently makes a difference, then why can't we see stuff like that? So that I know. Oh, there we go. Military tech. Oh, wow. What does 2 military tech mean then? How did I not see that before? I guess I was just blind. 1. Ratio's up to 4. Wow, we have just been really bad with our military. I'm just going to ignore this. I'm going to let it go. We'll keep these 2 guys for now. Probably need to start moving our way more northward and things. Right now, what's got the... Where's the bad guys? Is that, oh, that's still over here, right? You still have low food supply, huh? Oh, it's just mostly from the units. Okay, well, we'll move the units out. And actually, if we don't have to move the units out, those barbarians are gone. We'll just disband our levies at this point. And lower our money back again. Not that it matters, because they're gone. All right, so the food supply issue went away. Apparently we're going to get raised taxes soon. So how's the happiness here? It's actually back down to 0. Or back up to 0, I should say. Because it was negative, what, 0.4, 0.04? So we're at least good there. I did add a couple more map modes down here just so I can kind of get a little more view of different things. So we can see some of the unrest in certain places and things of that nature. Right now, we're looking okay. Again, I really just want to start getting some tech and just see what the tech stuff changes. Like what's different. Like our next tech here would be coming up in 614. So another 14 years before we can even get that. Ugh, crazy. Suvia really wants that alliance. What happens if we go over? You know, well, let's accept it and see what happens if we go over. We just get less political influence. Okay, well, you know what? That's not the worst thing in the world. We'll stay over a little bit for a little bit. Our research ratio is continuing to go up. I really like seeing that. We're up to 7.69%. Now 8.29, 8.5. It's actually going up pretty quickly. Now we are going on speed 5, so things are going fast in general, but not bad. Ooh. We get some extra national tax. And a little bit of corruption, which is not great, but I bet it will bleed off and we lose some loyalty. But honestly, more money coming in for a bit. Actually 10 years. It's not just a little bit. That's a decent amount of time. And again, we could get rid of Remia at some point. Probably the one that's most, you know, likely to go away so we can kind of start expanding that direction. But I just feel like I don't know if we can right now, especially with them having more of a tech advantage. You're at 3, you're at 4, you're at 3, you're at 3. I mean, I don't know how we are that far off on tech. Like, what have they done that I haven't done besides just let the tech run? I mean, I don't know, maybe because we had the gold running the wrong direction for so long. Or maybe it's just because of the centralization that's giving us the research points right now. I don't know. But it's definitely increasing things a bit. Maybe they have more citizens and nobles. Maybe that's something we need to go through our cultures and let more people become citizens and nobles. You guys can go become citizens, but I don't let Travarians become nobles right now. Maybe if I let Travarians become nobles, because that's a huge chunk of our population, maybe that would make a difference. So if I were to... How to do it. Civic rights. Let's let you guys become nobles. Maybe that'll give us more nobles. I mean, that's our thing. Maybe we just have too many tribesmen. And we need to figure out how we can start promoting people up a bit more. What's our next highest one? 33 down here. Tubian. Currently can't go past Freeman, but they're not even at Freeman, to be fair. Our administration has expanded enough to implement one free innovation. Oh, okay. We get a free innovation, huh? This doesn't count towards tech because apparently, or does it? Because, yeah, we're still at 0 there. I'm not exactly sure what major difference it makes. A lot of aggressive expansion things here. It's a manpower. Loyalty of characters can go up. Something, I suppose. More diplo relations. Might not be a bad idea. Religious advances. We just have one tree. Monthly ruler popularity. Actually, that's not bad either. National citizen output. Import value. All we got there. And then military advances. Honestly, I probably feel like we should go military because I'd like to start expanding some more. We don't need the naval range. That's kind of for sure, unless that leads to something else, which it doesn't seem to. This is all just naval stuff, which we're getting closer to the coast, and we do have rivers next to us, which technically can open up navy, but I feel like that's not quite what we're looking for. Military provincial investment cost. Okay. We get one free province investment. This leads to starting experience, boosts, supply limit boosts, loyalty of generals, discipline, starting experience. Excuse me. Heavy infantry discipline, reinforcement speed, more discipline, supply limit, fort maintenance. I mean, lots of good things. The discipline can really start to add up for sure. There's army weight, which leads to more discipline, fort defense, siege engineers, assault ability. There's that. I don't know. I'm starting to lean towards this one, maybe. Going down the military side of things. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the starting experience starts to come into play and be a good thing for us. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. So we get one free military investment thing, which I actually don't know how to... Is that one of these things? Is that what this is? Let me go like a day and see if it tells us something. Let me reread this again. What? One free province investment. Province investment. Was that one of these things? Ah, good stuff. Okay, that's fine. We could actually get some more trade routes in our capital, which is interesting to think about. And probably a good idea. Population capacity. I mean, we're not even close to population capacity right now. So that doesn't help us. Local building slots. I mean, it could help us with some of these spots, but a couple of these do have a couple of these have a building slot still available. No, apparently not. Maybe the local building slot would be. There's one. So is this province though? Is this every one of these gets a local building slot? Is that what that means? That wouldn't be bad. I kind of like the trade route idea, but no, cancel someone. I want to kind of look population capacity. Again, we're definitely aren't close to population capacity right now, so I don't think that will help us. Provincial loyalty doesn't matter in our capital. Of course, the fort infrastructure could help. It's got to be one of these two. Trade routes or local city building slots. You know, let's go for the building slots. Why not? Most of these places are filled up. So let's see what happens with that. If that does anything good for us. The only reason I didn't take the thing that reduces or gives us more relations is because we are not far off from getting it naturally. And I'm hoping... Oh, we actually just got a religious advance. Didn't we? Well, these are Wait. No, we have the religious advance, right? We're at level 1. Am I misreading this? No, this is, so there's advances. How did we not get an advancement for this? Or is that where we got the advancement for the other thing and I just wasn't paying attention? Maybe that's the case. Let's increase our omen power. But getting any levels here does increase things a bit. It's kind of hidden, so it's hard to see what it is, but maybe that must have been where we got the innovation from this. I am assuming. Hostile sieges on us. Go away, stupid barbarians. Freeze all the levies just because I don't want to have to chase down whichever one's not the one we care about every single time. We still have the gold maxed out, don't we? Oh, we do not. A bummer. What is your... You're at 2.13. We're already like... By the time we get over here, we'll still be higher than them. I'm not super worried about it. Let's not go too close to them yet, though. Back up a little bit. Thankfully, we have a fort there. Right, 2.77. They're at 2.18. Max they go is 3. We can go higher. We're already past the 3, so once we get grouped up, we should be able to jump on them pretty quickly. And I don't think they'll have the fort by then. Although they're going pretty fast, to be fair. Let's go to here. No, sorry, here to there. I don't think there's a river crossing there. It doesn't look like it, at least. Oh, they're actually going really fast. Don't get it at 7%. Okay, good. All right, we beat them back. I don't know if they'll come back or if that's just the end of it. No, they're coming back. Apparently, they're very determined to come back. Let's see here. We can lower popularity, lower loyalty, which I don't like. Lose some prominence. They lose their position. Gain some loyalty, lose some loyalty. Whatever. I don't really like any of those decisions, but... All right, we stomped on those guys. We got some money from it, so... Cool. And then we'll get rid of all of our levies again. That worked, and we'll lower the money back down again. Doesn't really matter because there's no people up. I guess we could leave that up. I'm assuming that only matters. Let's see here. 2.37. 1.23. If I put this back up again. I don't think it makes a difference. If there's nobody. Yeah, because there's nothing here. Yeah, we have no armies. Okay, so I can just leave that up. And that's what I should have done this whole time. The only reason I would have that down is if we had standing armies, which we do not have at our tribal level. Speaking of tribal level, are there any other government laws or anything that I want to change around? Okay, so again, these over here reduce centralization. These over here increase centralization. So that's kind of the way I want to look at it. We do have these two over here, so that's good. We can get less slaves needed for surplus. I don't know if I care about national tribesman output. That actually would be really useful for us because we have a lot of tribesmen. So let's go with that. And then these will come into play as we get further and further down the list. So it's going to increase our techs even faster because we're going to get even more centralization even quicker. Feels like a decent idea. About to get civic advances here very soon. Our omens are more powerful now, so that's something. I'm just going to keep going pop simulation for a bit just to see if I can keep getting people moved over to our culture and stuff. I don't know if it helps or not, but I'm hoping that, although our nation seems to be pretty happy right now, which is really good to see. When is this deck coming in? Comes in 605, so a couple more years on that one, which, you know, will help a little bit. That will give us the, either get the import value or we can get the national citizen output. We'll have to see. Global food, output, tribesman output would be useful. Working our way through some of these might be pretty good. Or over here, we get more trade routes, more tax. This is really about building up your nation. This is about just getting more output from the people you got. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards this one because I'd like to get more and more just stuff coming in, taxes coming in, and things like that. Help our nation to become. I don't want to be a tribe forever. I mean, maybe it's too late. I don't know how many years we got left, but maybe it's too late to not be a tribe. But I kind of just don't want to be a tribe forever. War proposal from Remia. From Remia. Like, what do they want? War proposal with who? I don't want to agree to this. Oh my goodness. They want to declare war on Manapia, which would lose us the alliance. I mean, it's actually more advanced technologically. Importing, exporting, allow military access. They have subjects. They have the Truskia guys, but they don't have any other allies. You know what? Go for it. You guys want to do it? Go for it. Have fun. I don't think it pulls me into the war. It just means I don't have that ally, which does mean I'm down to 2 allies again. Something to think about. Lingonia really encroaching on us. Lose some popularity, gain some happiness. A silver-tongued character will appear. Feels like the least negative option here. Yeah, whatever. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me with his silver tongue. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we will probably get some new technologies again next episode. We're very, very close to this one. A couple of these other ones are not too far off, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.